Live now in Patchogue, Alicia.
That's right, Colleen Stone. There's a crew of MTA workers just over my shoulder trying to restore power to that signal. It's standing up right now, you can see, but earlier today it was on its side after the train hit the car, threw it into the signal, clearing it off of its cement post. That and a crushed car, really the only damage in this accident, which is a small miracle considering it could have had a very different ending.
I couldn't believe he survived it. I mean, he was hit dead on.
This mangled, twisted mess was once a Ford Focus. This is what it looks like after a train crashed into it in Patchogue. Wayne Berry was heading out to lunch when he saw the collision shortly after noon.
I just saw a quick flash and a bunch of parts fly everywhere.
The train made impact at the corner of Ryder Avenue near Academy Street. The sheer force hurled the car into the side of Sweezy Fuel Company, where Lee Harrison was inside working at the time.
The windows were hit. The shades came down, the air conditioner came down off the wall.
Officials on scene say the driver told an EMS worker his car skidded on ice. Barry says the gates were down as the driver approached the tracks.
Yeah, he blew them. He went right through them.
An MTA spokesperson says the train was heading east towards Spionk from the Patchogue station. None of the 13 passengers on board were hurt. A responding officer says the driver barely had a scratch on his body. Hard to believe when you see the aftermath.
You could see the airbags were off. You couldn't even see the guy in it.
He was pretty phased, but he was alert enough to give me his wife's name and his name and give me a phone number to reach his wife at.
Rescue crews had to saw off the car door to get the driver out. He was transported to Brookhaven Memorial Hospital. Harrison says he can't believe this happened just one day after a train hit another car.
I don't know what he was doing on the tracks, but front page of Newsday today is somebody who did it yesterday, so it's like a daily thing lately.
We're still waiting on word for condition of that driver, but again, this comes just one day after a similar incident in East Rockaway. In that case, the driver drove her SUV onto the tracks and the train hit her despite flashing lights and bells. She survived, but again, in both cases, the drivers are extremely lucky. In Patchogue, Alicia Laventure, News 12 Long Island. Stone, Colleen.
All right, thank you, Alicia.